talk about the game today. What does it feel like to, first player of the game? I don't know if you got to hear that at all, but talk about just your game overall, what it meant to you today.
I feel like we've we've developed a lot as a team. I feel like I've developed a lot as a player. Like I feel like we're going in the right direction, and I feel like that's just getting to show. And I feel like that's going to be very interesting for a conference game and conference play.
18 today, Rylee. It's kind of a breakout year or a breakout game for you this year. Talk a little bit about what you kind of saw from the floor today.
Well, going into this game, coach just wanted us to have good individual games and just grow in areas we might have been struggling in or that haven't been as evident. And so it was nice just to kind of clear the mind and shoot the ball.
Uh, C, talk about your 17 as well, career high for you as well. Just talk about what you saw from the floor tonight and how you were able to do that.
Well, there were open looks. I got to run the floor. People saw each other. There were a lot of good plays, and I feel like we just we executed it. We scored what we needed to.
What would you guys say has been the biggest turnaround in the last couple games? You know, obviously after the slow start, it seems like you've gotten in a groove now.
I think we just talked about it in the locker room, but limiting our turnovers. We think we've been in the single digits the past couple games in our turnovers, so I think that has helped us out a lot. Just more opportunities to score the ball.
Being more dialed in on our defense, being more clear in what we're doing, all being on the same page, working together. We're just doing better and better in those areas, I feel.
Do you guys think this game versus Waldorf will help translate to the opening game in conference play? Yeah.
I think we gained a lot of confidence through this game. We saw the ball go through the hole, and we just tried to sharpen up on a lot of things. And I think we have 3 practices before we play Denver once we come back. So I think this gives us a pretty good boost going into conference play.
Yeah, sometimes those games are tough to play in, tough to coach in, but I was pleased that our team stayed engaged for the full 40. You kind of break those down into some game goals that we have and try to make it much more about your team, when it gets out of hand a little bit, and I thought we handled that really well. We made all 3 of our game goals, and, like I said, just thought they were engaged for the full 40 minutes when they didn't have to be, and I was proud of that.
About the second chance points and just talk about first the second chance points, getting offensive rebounds and getting the ball back up. I know rebounding and has been your MO for this early season. Talk about what it was like to finally see that in action tonight.
Yeah, to have multiple people get offensive rebounds, I think we had 4 different people get 3. We've kind of dialed that back on the offensive end a little bit because transition defense has been an issue for us here early. So, our 4s and 5s are obviously trying to get as many as possible. I thought Danny always comes in and just finds a way to get 1 or 2 every single time. Riley's gotten better. Olivia's gotten better at getting some. That's an area of the game where, it's like special teams. If you can get second chances and just be a ball chaser and get your team multiple opportunities, that's a way to help.
Talk about C a little bit tonight as well. I know you're high on C a little bit. You talked about her in the past a couple of times. Seeing her kind of break out and have 17 tonight.
Yeah, that was great to see. Obviously, we didn't get to play C last weekend. She had a little a calf and was able to get back to practice a few days ago. And so it was good to see her running up and down. It was good to see her finish some plays, both at the three-point line and inside. She's always been a real good, maybe our best defensive, probably is our best defensive player. Just is able to move her feet at another level than anybody else on our team, and then obviously has some length with her frame and long arms, and does a great job on that end. But she needs confidence on the offensive end, just a little bit gun shy at times for me. And this is one of those games where, you're begging them to shoot it. This is what's open. Just take it. I don't care if you miss 3 in a row. You take the next one if it's open and think it's going in.
Coach, what would you say has been the key to this turnaround after a little bit of a slow start? You guys seem to have found a groove.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm ready to call it a turnaround yet until we beat some good teams. And not to say that Waldorf and Mayville, obviously those are teams we should beat. We did. I thought we played well against Wisconsin. We played well against Bradley, who are two really good teams. So we're definitely on the uptick. And I think a lot of it's just familiarity with each other. We kind of are what we are as far as talent level and ability level, but we have so much more room to grow chemistry-wise and playing together, coaches and players getting on the same page, and again, just hammering home some details and paying attention to those things and making those the habits. They're just slowly but surely becoming that way, and it's just led to us being much more competitive here lately.
Any takeaways? I know it's kind of hard, like you said, to coach and get some good takeaways from this game, but what can you take away from it to get ready for Denver?
Well, there's not a whole lot basketball-wise. There's people that made some shots tonight. That always feels good. But I think what I alluded to at the beginning, just to stay engaged and play hard the entire game, where it would have been easy to not run back on defense and not box out there in the third and fourth quarter, try to run out and get a run out. I thought we stayed pretty disciplined for the most part.